Food and Nutrition with Dr. Joy Scott.
And today we are going to make some tacos. We have some shells here. We've got a almond shell, we've got a corn shell, and we have grains that's not have gluten in it, no gluten, gluten-free. So we're gonna do some rolled tacos, yeah. And we're gonna just make some really good things here today. We got cheese, but it's not your cheese that you think it is. So don't get too excited here. So we're gonna use some beans for our protein. Right now, we want to make sure that we're feeding these brains because COVID kind of came in and almost looked like it attacked our brain. It attacked our muscles, you know, our ability to really have lots of energy. And we got to take that back. And that's what we're going to attempt to do today. We're going to have some non-beef tacos, and we're going to have some bean rolled up tacos. We've got greens. Oh, let's look at all the stuff we got. Oh, we got radishes. We got radishes. We got avocados. Oh, yes. We got garlic. Oh, yes. So what we're going to do first is when you get up in the morning, first thing, it's like, as a kid, where's my milk? And where is your milk? Well, let's go find the milk. Let's go find the milk. We're going to bring out the old blender. And to make the milk in the mornings, we're going to make nut milk. Nut milk. Live milk. And we are going to soak the nuts. Why do you soak nuts? To wake the nuts up. So, what kind of nuts do we have? We've got almonds on the bottom to protect our heart. We've got cashews in here to give our muscle strength. And we've got walnuts for our brain. We're going to make a combo milk. I'm going to put it in. Okay. So basically, have you ever thought about milk like that? Milk being a superfood, not just protein, but a superfood, feeding our brain, killing cancer cells, repairing DNA, cleaning out the arteries in our heart, but arteries all over your body, arteries taking nutrients everywhere. That's what almonds do. The walnuts, basically, they look like the brain. So they are feeding that brain. And it's the brain that is helping to operate this body, sending out messages. Hey, you connect there, you connect there. You know, people say they got nerve damage. Where's your walnuts? If you got any nerve damage, go grab you some walnuts. And so now we need milk and we need collagen. You know, when you think about the fact that you have used regular salt and you scratched up, or white sugar and you scratched up the inside of your arteries inside, and you patched it up with all this extra cholesterol so you wouldn't have a bleed through. How do you clean that out? How do you make that repair? Well, we talked here on the show, and a lot of people have used CircuFlow, and it went in and ripped all that plaque out of your arteries. Well, today we're going to use another one of our friends to rip all that plaque out of your arteries so you wouldn't go into the doctor so your cholesterol is up. Cholesterol is up. No, you don't want those reports, okay? So we are using something else that we'd love to have in our kitchen. It's called collagen. But it's going to make for some good milk. As a matter of fact, 2 scoops are better than 1. And we're going to make milk 1 time a day. My friend called me up. I didn't know if she's a friend or not. She called me up and she said, you could go to Bed and Bath Beyond, whatever, and you could buy a milk maker. It's $80. Hey, you got blender, you got a milk maker. Okay? Because we don't want to buy so many gadgets, and which ones do you use? We may not use many of them at all. Okay? So, you know, I think about the blender. You need a blender, and you got to have a little food processor, right? But past that, you're pretty good, you know? And but what we got here, we need a little something to give it just a little bit of sweetness, right? And so here we go. Let's go ahead, just a little something. Some people say, you don't need much sweetness. I'm just going to put a date. Some of us are already found out about monk fruit. And the monk fruit elevate the sweetness in your food, but without elevating your blood sugar. Okay. And so hold up. Let's see here. All right. So I'm just going to put 4 dates. So when I drink it the first time, I'll have 2 dates. When I drink it a second time, it'll just be 2 dates, nothing to elevate your blood sugar. Now, look, let's talk about this right now. How many of you are checking your blood sugar before you eat? And you could check it after you eat. And the reason you do that for a little short period of time, just so you can notice, how does food affect your blood sugar? And those foods that really affect it, guess what you're going to do? Eliminate them. And you may eliminate them according to your blood type. Meaning that I'm a blood type O. If I eat wheat or if I eat corn, see, like I have some corn shells here, but they're not for me. They're for the blood type A's. Mm-hmm. So I brought a different one for me. And you can notice what makes everything change. Don't wait until every 90 days, every 3 months to go to the doctor for the doctor to tell you, because he couldn't even tell you what foods was causing it to stay up so you could stay on this medication. The medication has side effects. So you want to notice what caused the problem in the first place and how you can eliminate it by eliminating those foods. So we have natural sweetener called dates in here. Mm-hmm. And now we need 2 more ingredients. We need the smart other product. What is it going to be called? Coconut. We're going to put some smart coconut oil. You probably already have it in your kitchen. And what does it do in your kitchen? You cook with it. We're going to cook with it today. Okay. And so, so we are going to add some coconut oil and some water, and we're going to blend it. And we're going to have a superfood. Let's talk about these superfoods, okay? Superfoods are foods that feed like a whole system or your whole body. And I know some of you are saying, why don't you put some flaxseed in there? We're just trying to, you know, most people are like, I don't have time. And so because you don't have time, we're going to make it simple. Let's feed the cardio. Let's feed, clean out the whole body, detox. Hey, let's get that brain crunked. We just want something simple. You know, that's what we got to do. We got to be smart for the day and make sure everything goes well. And we do the best for ourselves. So let's grab some, I need some water. Mm-hmm. And we need water, and we need, let's get some coconut oil. Hold 1 second, and we will be right here for you. 1 little second. Let's see your coconut oil.
basket.
Okay, I think I'm gonna use something different. Okay, so. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna put in, so we had 1 cup of soaked nuts. When we started soaking our nuts, this is a 16-ounce jar, and we put in 8 ounces, a whole cup of nuts. Sound like about 1/3 of a cup of each nuts. This is gonna make enough milk for the entire day, or you could use it over 2 days. Okay, so, okay, no problem. I've got some coconut oil here. I put it in. It is a fresh coconut. And so here we go. We're gonna put in 2 cups of water. What was that now? 2 tablespoons. Okay. Can you look in? Okay, Chuck Keats. Okay, so 2 cups of water. We are at 16 ounces, yes. So here we go. Okay. Now, so I'm gonna take a little taste. I put it in the blender. It's not over sweet. It tastes perfect. It tastes like milk should taste. But it didn't come from an animal. It's called clean milk. Uh-oh, Tyrone is here. Okay, he's here with the cup. Okay, so he's got to show us that white lip, right? I'm just teasing. He's got milk.
This is good.
Yeah, and it's not overly sweet, and it's just perfect.
Very good.
Yes. So, how many of you have been bold enough? You could have just soaked almonds. If you soaked almonds, you will keep your arteries clean. You'll keep the little capillaries in your eyes clean. So if you didn't have to have cataract surgery, it could clean it out. You've heard about a stitch in time saves 9, okay? You didn't, just because you're aging. It doesn't mean that you have to get all these surgeries. It means that you got to start paying attention to your health. And so we just want to show you, we used 3 nuts, but you only had to use 1 nut, water, coconut oil, and you could stay smart for the rest of your life to the end. Oh, we don't want the end to come anytime soon, right? So make your milk, and looks like we could have this for 2 days. However, if your joints are sore and they are hurting, like those knees, hip joint, you just want to make sure every day that collagen you're having your 2 scoops. So the next day, if you had 2 cups out of this today, just go ahead. You could put a little bit more water and blend it again. And you've got and so here you are, your second day. The shoulder feel better. The wrist feel better. All your joints feel better. Wonderful. So, okay. Wow. I like the second batch better. Yes. Okay, now. So anybody have any questions? Who has gotten some collagen and have started to use it by now? They've got it out there from 3 sources: grass-fed beef, the fish, okay, and chicken. How many? Anybody want to share their story? Nobody want to share their story. Okay. Did you need to unmute the call?
No, this is my phone. I can't turn the volume down any lower.
Okay.
For that feedback,
Okay.
so I can log in.
Oh, wow.
So what I'm gonna have to do is put my phone.
Okay. Well, okay. All right. Yes.
The collagen, if you have joint problems, which one do you use? The grass, the beef, or the chicken?
Well, it just depends on you. It just depends on you. Meaning, if you're vegan, you might decide to use a plant-based one, okay? But if you're not vegan, then you might use the fish, the marine, they call it. It comes from the ocean. So, and if it doesn't matter, they put all 3 in some of them. So the thing is consistency. Take it every day and probably take at least 2 servings every day. It's supposed to tighten your skin. And I'm not saying, I'm just starting to do this anti-aging, aging in reverse. I'm just now starting to do that. But I'm 67 years young, so you gotta get younger. You want it to match up, right? And so, and the biggest place for it to match up is like in your joints, in your thinking. And so that's where we need it the most, right? In that brain. We don't want to grow old and be senile. Thank you. So
you get it, you can get it off Amazon, or where do you get it?
the collagen. Well, you know what? As a nutritionist, I help people every day. I sell this so we could get started any day. You know what I'm saying? It's you, and let me tell you the most inexpensive place to get it. Because some people say it costs too much. This container right here, if I had to sell it to you, I had to sell it to you for at least $42. You could go to Sprouts, okay, and get this much. I hate I don't have one here for you because I was so surprised. They've got it there by the pound, and it's very, very affordable. You would pay, for this amount, you'll probably pay, I would almost say half. I think so, half of that amount. So if you could find a Sprouts near you, go in, they have marine collagen, they've got the peptide collagen. So they've got it right there in those bins. Go get that.
What are the ingredients? What is the collagen made from?
It can be made from fish, bones, mostly, and the same for cow bones, you know, and also the chicken. You got me? This morning I was at the market and the guy said he buys chicken feet and he boils them down to get the collagen so he can stay agile. So, but guess what it does? It does DNA repair, that collagen. Let's see here. I had some, what its first cousin is colostrum. Oh. What's colostrum? That's the first milk that comes from the mother's breast. And they both build strong immune system, strong muscles, strong bones, strong tissue, period. Repair anything gone wrong in the body. Okay? Okay, this one say hair, skin, nails, joints, bones. That's what is working on all of that. So if you got pain anywhere, hey, grab you some colostrum to go with your nuts, to go with the water, with some coconut oil for your brain, and voila, have a wonderful day.
I'm sorry, how are you spelling that? Colostrum?
Okay, COLLOSTRUM.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Dr. Joy,
Yes.
I use vital proteins and collagen peptides, and it's a bovine mixture. It helps me with my joint pain and also gives me protein because I have no hunger signals, so I don't eat very much. What do you think about the vital proteins?
Okay, look, you need to tell us. I bet you've lost some pounds, some white fat. Tell us about that. That's the secret you didn't tell us. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I don't eat. So pounds is not, I'm trying to keep my pounds.
Right. Now, did you hear that? So anybody trying to get pounds off, they want to be on collagen. The people on collagen are losing white fat. That little piece of fat right here, the ones on your back, you know, all that fat, it helps with that. So now your question was, what was your question now?
The question was, what do you think of the vital proteins with collagen peptides?
Yes.
Is it being able to help with my muscles and giving me some supplement for my protein in my digestion?
Yes. So the average, hey, my hand just grabbed there. I've got one right here. I've got 3 on the set. Now, this is wild caught fish and grass-fed cow.
Here's one.
Oh,
This is what I use for muscle.
this is what you use for muscle.
Retain muscle mass when I work out. If I'm dieting or want to just increase my intensity.
Oh, yeah. And so what I like about this one that Tyrone takes is this. It's got some of this hyaluronic acid in it. And let me tell you this here. I sell this cheaper than you can get it on Amazon. Why? We need it. We need it. And we don't need price to stop us. Isn't that right?
That's true.
And we need protein.
Right.
We need, how much protein would you say, Tyrone, is kind of good for a lady that's 65, 70 years old, 75?
I would say 2 scoops a day.
2 scoops a day?
Yes.
Okay.
Would
So,
that be 70 milligrams a day?
okay.
If you're active, yes.
Yeah. So 2 scoops are going to give you, what is it, 30 grams of this protein. But they put everything in here so you get that 30 grams, but you're also eating probably, like we're going to make a little protein here. We're going to feed you and making a morning taco you're going to eat at least another probably 10, 15, 20 grams of protein with your beans. And so by the time you add it up, if you had millet, you could add that in. But what does protein do? Those muscles. When the muscles get soft, we didn't have enough protein.
Stimulates the muscle and feeds the muscle.
And if the muscle, Tyrone said, stimulates your muscles, feeds your muscles, but when the muscles are strong, when they're strong, if you have extra fat on your body, it's going to burn it right off. So you've been trying to lose weight, but you didn't have enough protein and you had too much carbohydrates. That's what we didn't need, okay? So here we go. We're not taking a biscuit in the morning time or a piece of flatbread and sliding in what? That's not what we're doing.
No.
Especially wheat and meat. That equals congestion. Congestion, heart failure, congestion. We're not doing that. So here we go. We want to make sure this one here has 20 grams per serving. And if you had 2 servings, that's 40 grams. Okay.
Let's see if I have anything ready.
Okay, now let's get ready to. That you're scooping up out of the bins, it's like $11 a pound, $15 a pound. And they've got a sale on it right now, even. It's amazing.
The one that you have is how much?
The one I have, this one here, 42. We've got, I could show you one that is $65. It comes in all prices.
Okay.
Yeah. So that, but
Is that the kind that zaps the appetite? I want the kind that take the appetite from soup so I can do the soup.
okay. Well, you know what I'm gonna say? They probably all do. You just have to take them. Just have to take them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's what they were built for. And it's also how many scoops or milligrams. See, some of them have 10 milligrams of collagen, and they most times may have another 10 grams of protein. So you want to look at how much, but usually that's an average, and some of them are going to be elevated. You can get that elevated one, and yeah, you come on, I got you. You're strong, you're tightening up, everything is working better. The little knees feel better. We have had that to show up. So we're buying collagen, and we're taking our protein, we're paying attention to protein in our foods because it's making us feel better. If you had COVID and you haven't gotten back up to walking and feeling strong yet, then I'm going to suggest get straight hemp protein. You got to have protein. And if you put a little collagen with that, it's going to make all kinds of little repairs. Yeah, let's repair this and repair that. You're going to feel better. And you could have put it in your nut milk. Okay. And so then if you didn't have an appetite, well, it was a superfood. We got everybody, when you're not hungry, it means that your cells are satisfied. We don't need all of this and that to bring in, I love my superfoods, flaxseed, bee pollen, seaweed. I had seaweed for breakfast. I couldn't eat it all. So I just put a wrapper on it. We'll finish it later. They're superfoods. They make you feel full quick. Okay. So you didn't have to put on the weight and figure out how you're going to get the weight off, because they make you feel full and satisfied. But we don't want you to pack it in with all these carbs and get everything packed, and then it's all the way almost up to here. You eat something else, and here we got acid reflux. Oh no, we can't bring anything else in. That's not the feeling we're talking about. Feeling that kind of satisfaction. We want you to put it in today, empty it out at least by tomorrow. Keep it moving. Count those eliminations. That's what's going to keep us youthful too. Okay. So the first time that you're not doing your best is when you don't eliminate 2, 3, 4 times every day. If you're not eliminating, you're eating 2, 3 meals and you're not eliminating 2, 3, 4 times a day, then you're waiting on a diagnosis. Don't wait. Clean up everything before something happens. Okay. Okay. So where are we? Yes, ma'am.
Please, the bee pollen, how do we use that?
You can just take a spoon, put it in your mouth. You can take what I used to do, I used to cheat with my mother. You know, when she was 98, I cheated. I got a 16-ounce bottle of water and I took like 4 tablespoons of bee pollen. Hey, Mom, let's go to the mountain. And I could get her to walk halfway up the mountain. Hey, and I worked like, hold up, step here, step there. I didn't have to do that. So the 4 tablespoons would dissolve in the water, but we could throw it in our nut milk, you know. If you're not going to clean up the house and the garage today, you might just get by with 2. It has a reputation of keeping you smart, doubling your age. It's a superfood. It's the most potent food on the planet. Yes, that's bee pollen.
I put mine in smoothies sometimes.
Okay, wonderful. And you probably never feel exhausted. Is that right? You know, the bees, they buzz around all day. You want to have energy to buzz around.
So, Dr. Joe, I have all these bee pollen, all the things. I never know how much stuff do I put in a smoothie. I want to put everything in it. I want to put the collagen. I want to put the bee pollen. I want to put the flax. I want to put everything. Is that good?
Well, sometimes when we eat a meal, we eat some of everything. Think about Thanksgiving. We eat some dressing. We eat some peas. We eat greens. We eat. Sometimes we do that with food, okay? However, I would say pick your days. You can drink 2 smoothies in a day. You didn't have to put everything in one, but you could. They've got a drink out right now. I think it's called Catawba. How many different things is in that thing? It's, anybody know? It's some 50, 60 different things in there. And the people are saying, oh, I love my Catawba, you know, and they've got everything from the hemp, the chia, the bee pollen, the flaxseed.
Oh, that drink. Yeah.
That drink, you know that drink.
Yes.
So how many would you say is in there? Tons. So if you got it, you didn't have to put so much, but how do you feel when you take it, when you drink it?
Oh, I feel fine. I feel good.
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 68.
Okay. And I saw a guy today at the market. He's 57. He used to be a bodybuilder. Yeah, well, he's got the frame. He's got the fat, flat belly. Well, he looks good, but he could have probably used a little bit of collagen along the way. Keep that skin tight. Okay. But You want to feel as good as you feel at 68, at 78, at 88, at 98, at 108, 118. Hey, do Moses 125. You could live longer. We've got, now if we didn't show you the recipe, write these 3 herbs down. This Oriental guy, write the name down and Google this. Oriental guy that lived to be 256 years. Oriental man, let's say, lived to be 256 years old. It'll pop up on your phone, on your Google. And he used 3 herbs that really helped push him into it. And then go research those 3 herbs. You could start taking notes. They're going to probably help get you an extra so many years. They're going to keep you agile and ready to go. You couldn't live that long with somebody just putting something, dropping it in your mouth, likely. Gotta have some movement. The 3 herbs are Gotukola, Gotukola. The second one is what? Siberian ginseng, Siberian, Siberian ginseng. And the third one is FOTI, F-O-T-I. So you can look them up. You can go to Amazon and grab them. They're inexpensive. Every day you could take them 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4. Do that a couple of times a day and just see how you feel. They work with tendons and ligaments, so things work good. You know how you get older, everything gets stiff. You can't move, right? So the FOTI helps with your tendons and ligament. The GO2 helps with your brain. And the Siberian ginseng calls the old guy. He had 23 wives and 220 children. So if you're married and you didn't finish having your children and you're, I don't know, you tell me, I'm not going to explore that. You know, maybe the men, they could still, everything could still work with them, but you could do some things that cause you to, who's that? How old was Sarah when she had her last child?
Sure, the 90s.
Yeah, she was old. So we just got to rejuvenate these bodies. Think of that. And before you put something in your mouth, think about, what is this food going to do to me? Is it going to help me to live longer? Every one of us was given gifts, and your gifts, you're supposed to be doing your gifts on the planet, living your best life, but you got this aching, and so you can't do it. So what we want you to do is start paying attention to what you're eating, because that makes your body work, and you could go get all you could just multiply your gifts and do lots of things and live your best life ever instead of complaining. So this is what I'm going to leave you with that. The more protein, the stronger your muscles. The muscles get rid of the fat, and that collagen repair all your DNA damages, and pay attention to the quality. We got organic, and then your blood type. Pay attention. If you don't have your blood type book, you better get over here. I've got all these books, blood type O book. They're $8. You come grab you one. So, and you know which books, what foods repair any damages in your body, keep you going long and strong, and then what foods don't do anything much, but we also know it'll tell you what foods would take you out of here. And if you want to go down to the morgue and you'll see, oh, this was a blood type B, and he's got chicken in his belly. He shouldn't have been eating the chicken. The A had steak in his belly. Shouldn't have been eating steak. It made the blood thick, and it clotted, and the clot took him out of a massive stroke. Blood type O, ate birthday cake. Oh my goodness, with flour, wheat. It made the blood so thick until the blood clots came and took him. We don't want to do that. We're not like, I'm going to do it one more time. I'm just going to do it on my birthday. Well, Take your chances. Mhm. Okay, now, so we gotta do some tacos. Let me tell you why I want to do tacos today. Lazy food, lazy good food. Lazy good food. We want to be able to eat something that tastes good, and it's for lazy people. You could just go in the kitchen within 10 minutes or less, turn the old skillet on, and have something that tastes really, really good. Okay, let's do that. Let's let's make that. So we want to see, what do you have in your kitchen? We got to get this kitchen stocked up right first, okay? You see, we got a lot of good stuff here. We can make tacos. I've gone in the kitchen and you made a roll-up taco, and you sat there and you was like, it's dripping. It just tastes so good. So we could do that today. So I want you, we've been doing all kinds of things here on the show. I want you to go in your kitchen now and kind of take you an inventory of some things. Now, I'm going to name a few, and I need you to have 3 or 4 in your kitchen already. If not, we got to get your list cleaned up. You want nutritional yeast, yes. You want what? A pink Himalayan salt. You want peppercorns. You want cayenne pepper. Wow, you gotta have some garlic and a lot of it, okay? Well, you gotta have some coconut oil, maybe some grapeseed oil. Well, you need some dates. You gotta have some organic greens, and you gotta have what? These are things you have to have. Cumin, C-U-M-I-N, yes. What's the nut in your kitchen? It's not a roasted nut. It's not like roasted with honey. We want raw nuts. We gotta have some equipment and know where it is. So I wanna just show you a few things here today. And I think what we're gonna do, I want you to get that on your mind. And the reason I pull this over, these are broccoli sprouts. Let's see here. Broccoli sprouts, clover sprouts, mustard sprouts, like in mustard greens. And these are the sprouts. We're gonna put some of these on our taco. See, we can eat so much raw foods. Like, you want to keep your heart ticking, you got to get some nitric oxide in your body. And so it's like, where are the beets? We want to get a grater. Your grater, certain things just sit on the counter. Grate those beets. Grate some radishes. Let's look here at these radishes. Radishes help with the liver, which help detox your whole body. Kidneys, gallbladder. Sometimes we just gotta think we need something fried. And this will make sure that you don't blow up your gallbladder, okay? And, but it also keeps your kidneys healthy. And, we start fighting with kidney trouble, after we get so old and we've been bad for so long. These are those little radishes. So today we're gonna grate some of those up on our taco. And so you want to get some plant-based food in your house. You don't want to think you have to eat meat every day, twice a day. So we got to get some plant-based. We got to start stretching outside of the box. Get outside of the box. And you're gonna, like the lady says, she's been doing the collagen, and she's trying to hold the weight on. We know how to hold the weight on too. It's called almonds and bananas. That'll hold it on. And so it causes it to increase a little bit. So, if you're trying to get it off, then don't touch those bananas. Please don't. And you might not be making your milk out of almond every day, but you can do some walnuts for that brain. And you may be making your milk out of flaxseed that causes weight loss. It's loaded with brown fat, and it's looking for this white fat to get out of there. And so we're starting to just wake up the brain for health. So it's Black History Month right now, and they have named it Black Health Month. I think that's what they call it. And so they're like, pay attention. Don't eat regular salt. It'll rip up your arteries, and then you got cholesterol up high. Use pink salt and only put it on your food after it is cooked. So that may eliminate eating out a lot. Well, that'll bring all your blood pressure down. That'll eliminate some of the stiffness and all that. So I just want you to wake up. Because if you came on this planet with these gifts, God gave you these gifts, and if you're not out here like living it out, or you did it so well, but it's probably likely you didn't stop yet. You're still out there, but you might have forgotten about this person here. So now you got to come back and pay attention to yourself, rebuild, rejuvenate, repair, restore, and then we could get back out there. Come on, that's what we want to do. So think about that. I want you to get a question, and we're going to ask. I'm going to make sure we're ready to go to make our tacos. Give me 1 second. I think I got to grab something else from the stock room. Hold on 1 second. Something here. Okay, so let's see if we got any questions.
Freezing.
Or you
Once-
can't
when
even
it
talk to
loads,
them, can you?
We have to get it on and just put a new version of Windows on there, upgrade it. Huh? Appreciate it.
Okay, so. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's true. Is he causing a problem with your computer?
No, this is my this the operating system. So,
Okay.
hold on.
Mhm. Okay. I'm gonna move some things off my set. And what I wanted to move off, these are mulberries. Mulberries. They are a sweetener that won't drive your blood sugar up. These are raisins. You could put them in your milk, in your smoothies. Put Ceylon cinnamon in your smoothies to increase circulation. That's what coffee does. But you're putting it in your smoothie. These are white mulberries, but people are using the mulberries as a sweetener along with dates to sweeten your food. Okay. So here we go. I've got some coconut oil. I am going to put some coconut oil here, and I've got a second skillet. We got these skillets. Oh yeah, feels good. I'm gonna make a second one. Okay, and we got that ready for us. And I'm gonna do even a third one here. We're just gonna be making smoothies and packing it on. Yeah. Okay, this won't do it. Okay, now, here we go. We've got coconut oil. We're gonna turn our little stove on. We're gonna turn our stove on. There's a fun thing about these gas stoves. Okay. It's just a little fun thing. You got a patio at your house, and you can just go out on your patio and cook. And that makes food fun sometimes. So you're gonna buy you a little cool little stove like this one. You see? And it's got your gas right over here. Uh-oh, where's the gas? Be at a little bit of a, let's see here, where is the gas? So you get your tank of gas and you just stick it in. And so you're gonna start doing something differently, like eating out on the patio. And so, skillet right there, turn it on. Yeah. And now, so where is our, instead of beef, look at what we're using. Look at that burger. But this one is a plant-based patty. So there's no cholesterol, there's 23 grams of protein. And so what's gonna happen is, oh, I need onions. Can you help me, Tyrone? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one in here as well. Okay. Okay.
You're down to 30 minutes.
You're down to 30 minutes? Okay. We've got an organic red onion. We're making some tacos, but if you were just making this for yourself, would you have put in a whole onion? No. The answer is no. You see, I took off 1/4 of a orange bell pepper. Do we know why we have orange bell pepper versus red today, or yellow, or green? Eyes. Whoa. For the eyes. You gotta see. And so we don't want you having night blindness, right? We want you to be able to go anywhere you want to go, any time of day or night. That's what we want. So orange peppers tend to help you do that. So we got our little peppers, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this burger in. So tell me what kind of burger is this? You can grab it at Sprouts. It is a 100% made from plants, okay? And you know, you can enjoy a burger like this. I'm gonna pass it to Tyrone. Okay, here you go. And so we got our burger here, and you can get any burger you want. okay? And just keep this some in the freezer because, you know, people are saying, hey, look, things are getting a little scarce in here. You know, you don't want to go to the store and you can't find the things that you're looking for. You can just keep these burgers because they're made from plants. You can just keep them around the house in the freezer, you know, and you could always eat good, healthy all the time. Mhm. Okay, so we're making these tacos. Okay. We are. Mhm. Now we are.
Tyrone, hold that bag up again.
Hey, Tyrone, can you hold this up again? Mhm.
Thank you.
Mhm. I'm gonna flip our little burger.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay. We are going to, we're going to make some guac right quick, but some simple guac. I need a lemon or lime out of the fridge. Mhm. Okay, wow, I have to squeeze these because they all have the right color or ripeness. You see, the darker it is, the more ripe it is. And so they're dark, but they still had a little bit. We want it to be nice and soft. And so, and how many of you have taken this pit out by now? Talking about food. Now look at that. You don't see any orange on it. Now I'm going to pick it up in about 10 minutes and you're going to see orange. Orange foods are anti-aging. That's why the orange bell pepper could cause your eyes. If we don't see it, we're good. It'll cause your eyes to become younger, repair themselves. I remember I had a guy here, he said, he drank the corn in the blender with orange bell peppers, and guess what? He could see better, okay? Yeah. So we are smashing some avocado. Now, some of you already know what the new trending thing is. It's mashed avocado on bread in the morning. But what kind of bread? Thank you. What kind of bread? It wouldn't be 100% whole wheat, likely. Okay. Okay, we've got avocado. Now, let me just say this. If you got a joint problem, what would help you? What would help you is this little pit in here. And your question is, how many pits can you eat? Can you eat one every day? The answer is yes. If you are having some hip problems, some knee problem, you could, because it too helps repair collagen. Okay, the cartilage in those knees. So we got enough avocado. We could make 2 nice toast with avocado on it.